Welcome, Claudia Ori.
Yeah.
You are the sales director of one of the top dogs in Top Gestion,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And for you guys that don't know, Top Gestion is one of the big development on the Costa del Sol. And today we're going to talk about
Veridian.
Veridian in Higuerón, which is the border of Fuengirola and Marina, right?
Correct, yeah.
This is our own home area.
Totally.
Yeah, we've known each other for quite some years, where you have been active on that mountain, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So Veridian, what is the inspiration behind Veridian?
Good question. So we are working on this project already for a couple of years, and honestly, it has been quite of a challenge for us to find something what we could construct there. And on the end, we're not going to construct her, we're going to build there something. We're not going to do, I will later explain, not the traditional way of construction, because it is quite of a long plot, but also a very deep plot. For to make something with such a big elevation in a valley, you need to come up with something good that stands fixed and that also still can be turning on a way in the valley, that you still have the sea view over there. So the inspiration have been, what can you build on such a big elevation, better said?
And it's interesting because you guys pull it off. I know you've been through quite a few architect companies.
Yeah, 4 to be honest.
Yeah.
And on the end, we are stick to the original one.
Wow. Well, now we're here. Now we're launching it, and we are very at Mojo, very excited about again giving us the opportunity to be part of this Whisper campaign, getting it in for our clients first. Thank you for that. When I see it, I was quite surprised that you guys even can build on it. But the fact that you're building on it gives this stunning view to the sea in a location where there's not possible building anything more left.
Exactly.
It's full now, right?
Correct.
But you pulled it off.
Yeah.
And you're saying the inspiration was to get it into that area.
Exactly.
But you created something from a design perspective, sustainable-wise, also very, very unique.
Yeah, the inspiration have been that we were looking for something. What can you do when you have such a big elevation? And also to come up with something what is different. As like I said, the plot is not that big. So we are going to build there 40 Ecosign homes. As we have seen that there are no Ecosign homes in our area yet. And we thought, okay, why not come up something what is more focused on the market of the people who are buying lately to us, and that is the Scandinavian market, and then to combine it with how the plot is and compare what people find nowadays so important, which is to live in a well-being area with the nature, trying to consume and use your environment on a responsible way. So we thought we put those items together and we found something like this.
And what does Ecosign mean? What is it?
You asked me already before, eh? Yeah, it's a good question. So the Ecosign is like, let's say, a combination of SSS homes. Smart, sustainable and stylish homes.
Here we go.
Yeah. So the idea is that your home has a low consumption of energy and water as well. It is made with different type of materials. It's not the traditional way. We are talking here about that is going to be built on steel pillars, big steel pillars, and then in combination with wooden layers and isolation, and it gives a totally different structure as the normally concrete structure.
And this you got inspired by a hotel in Alicante or something?
Yeah, our owner stayed a few times in a sustainable hotel. Vivo is called, recommendable to go.
Stunning nature, right?
Totally, and a similar environment as where we are in that valley, although I think what we have so good to offer in the Higuerón is that you are close by the beach, close by train station, a lot of other amenities. But it has, the inspiration have been that hotel in Alicante, that's why we have been to that trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
You invited Jacob and Julian, didn't you?
I did.
I didn't go.
No, there was only 2 and they chose to go. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Fight it out with them.
Yeah. It's okay.
But the idea was that because that hotel is using the same fabric, West panel, they already more than 20 years, they are specialized in making modular way of construction in this way. So the house is, let's say, divided in 3 models, and
Yes.
that comes with big trucks driving here to us in the Costa del Sol, and then it will be fixed into a house.
That's stunning. Well, I come from Denmark, and these things, prefabricated things, has been on for a while. But this is a new concept that you bring into the Costa del Sol. I think many have thought about it, but you're actually pulling it through now. When I say prefabricated, it can almost sounds a little cheap, but it's the opposite,
It's
right?
the opposite, because here you are contributing more in a lot of quality. Yes, we are in a different way of construction. The biggest advance, of course, is that we can go much faster. That is nice for the customer and nice for us as a promoter as well. So we only need 1 year to make it. Actually, in fact, 1 unit is even 3 till 4 weeks only. So for to have the 40 units, including with the communal areas, we think that we don't need more than 1 year.
That's stunning, because normally it's like 2 years to
exactly.
do that.
Easy.
So the client can
Easy.
move, and delays. So, but also in terms of the finish of everything in those homes, it's high finish, right?
Exactly. So, because we are working on this modular way of system, you're reducing cost, you have better control of your materials, you are, you're not wasting too much dematerials, and your quality inspectations can be also being much better improved if you do it all manufactured in a factory. And that have contributed as well that you can introduce also good finishes of qualities. A difference what we have done in compare, for example, with the hotel where we had the inspiration from, is that from inside it will look totally like a home. There we come back with A-brands, with Italian kitchen.
So you install the kitchen afterwards.
Afterwards.
And all the walls and everything.
Yeah, the walls will come, and then we finish it we are finishing also with some layers from inside that it totally looks like a home, with a big difference that it is very isolated, so you are having a reducing way of consumption as well there. You know, we need here in the summer that need to be cool. It's the other way around, as we know from our home countries.
But this is fantastic. I really hope this is going to be a future way that you guys are building on, because it gives so much benefit for everybody to do that. So looking forward to see that. And actually, out of it's 40 townhouses.
Yeah,
in an area where there is no townhouses today. We only have apartments.
There are, but none of them is made on a sustainable way.
Because Higuerón is filled with apartments.
A lot,
right?
yeah.
So this is with a stunning view, townhouses, 40 of them,
walking distance to the beach.
Yes.
Yeah, 10, 50 minutes.
And the Hilton Hotel with all the facilities and
train
Michelin
station
stars.
Close by.
Yeah, the whole shebang that everybody loves.
Exactly.
To be part of that modern lifestyle. It's a resort lifestyle, basically. But you have your own pools in those 40.
Yeah. So
right?
there are 3 different types, and there is in general there is also the communal pool, an eco path. We are going to make there also an outdoor sauna, some organic garden that people, if they would like really to contribute and they like it, they can contribute with enjoying us to be. With some organic herbs and vegetables we're gonna grow there, you know. There have been not too many space for it, but like I said, we are on an edge, but there is a tropical garden, trees, Mediterranean vegetation. You're gonna see back in 6,000 square meters of garden.
And 6,000?
Garden.
Wow. And you have your private garden as well, right?
Yeah.
So terrace and private gardens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all the units, you come in from street level. And from street level, there is space of having 2 parking spaces to park your car. It's a bit like the American way, you know. You come to your parking lot, you say hi to your neighbor, you come in, you settle yourself, and you enjoy the views and the nature from inside and home.
You're private.
You're totally private.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And then is it a riverbed we have there, because it's a stunning drop down with the sea in front of you. So it really feels like nature.
Exactly. There are some units we have made an eco path, so you can walk from the bigger swimming pool to the second swimming pool.
There's 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there are 2. But some units, they are so private, they not even have that eco path. For some people, they like it maybe that you are connected from downstairs to the swimming pool as well. And other people who are on the edges, both edges of the project, they are totally private. Not even having it nobody in front of you, you can see nobody walking there.
Fantastic. Now, let's talk about a hot topic, the tourist license law in Spain.
Yeah.
Higuerón is divided right at the corner or the cross between Belmatin and Fuengirola. Now, Fuengirola does not allow tourist license.
Correct. Well, at the moment.
At the moment, that can change, of course. But you guys are located in Fuengirola, but you don't care, correct?
Well, it's not that we don't care. It has an own entrance, these Ecosign homes. So as long as you have an own entrance, this law allows you that you can get a tourist license. So you can have short-term rentings there. That's what you like.
I mean, a lot of our clients like this because this attracts now the investor side of things, because the tourist market is going crazy at the moment in Costa del Sol with the new airport coming up and everything. It's going to be a big demand for properties like these. And
space is spacious as well, right?
Yeah. But all 3 bedrooms?
They're all 3 bedrooms, and all units, they are only talking about the unit because it's always 2 layers, okay? Most of the time it is 3 bedrooms downstairs and an upstairs a spacious living room, but there are some units with even upstairs 1 bedroom and then 2 big bedrooms downstairs, but always 3 bedrooms. Fantastic. And 2 fully fitted bathrooms, and some unit even have 3 fully fitted bathrooms.
So there's a master with bathroom, right?
Always, of course. Yeah. Some have even 2 downstairs, 2 bathrooms en suite, and upstairs another one. And the units are 145 between 145 and 155 square meters. The homes, and then each of them has terraces of 30 square meters, and all of them have like that parking lot and a small garden.
Fantastic. Now, so the point is, you guys can have a tourist license in Fuengirola and enjoy the return of investment on that side of the investment. Now, Claudia, so my final question here today will then be, what does it cost?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The prices on apartments in Higuerón is just going through the roof at the moment. But you guys are coming in with your own townhouse, with rental, 800 and something?
875.
875,000 euros.
So for sure you did how many it is then per square meters? You're very good in that.
Yeah, that's
from
100. How much? 150?
Yeah, let's say.
Yeah, that's under 6,000.
I think it's good, no?
That's very good.
It's very spacious. So it's from 875 up to the most expensive one is 1.2 million. It depends a bit on the heights and the spaces. And the orientation, they are all southwest orientated, the units.
But of course, some has just a better view.
Some have a bit better view. They all have green view, and they all have sea view, but some have more sea view and some have a little bit less sea view. But they are very peaceful.
There are some older buildings you have to look at, but they are far away, right?
Yeah.
Many hundred meters away.
Yeah.
But that can depend a little on the price, I would imagine.
Yeah, for people who know the area, it's just on the edge between Lomas 5 and Lomas Unique.
Yes, correct. What is the timeline?
Yeah.
When are we starting to... The pre-launch is today.
Yes.
But...
We're going to launch this end of November. Okay. The idea is then that everybody who now buy you can be on the pre-launch waiting list and get even a little extra. Please show that. Yeah, we have an extra special.
Are we talking about a little...
We get a furniture package. A good discount on a nice furniture. You can furnish your package with Iconia Designs, our daughter company, for only 25 grand. And I think it's a good price for having a whole unit totally fully furnished. Yeah. It's amazing price. So that is for those who are step in now with a refundable deposit. Yeah, so they really can think carefully about it. How big is the deposit? 15,000 euros.
15,000 deposit.
Then the first weekend of December, we are asking everybody if they would like to step on to make it into a reservation and really choose the unit they like. Okay, they do not need to pay at the moment more. It's just with that reservation of 15,000, you continue then in the loop.
So the first 15,000 will be refundable. Then later in December 25, it will be changed as non-refundable.
Correct.
Okay. And then you choose your unit.
You choose your unit beginning of December.
Yeah.
We confirm the reservation. And then I recommend, even if people cannot come, don't worry. If you cannot come these weeks to see it, or you would like to, you know the type of unit you like, but you're not totally sure, just inscribe yourself in. That's my advice, what I would do.
Yeah.
And then come over Christmas period, or springtime is even fine. We are going to have our show home to be having there in March. That is our expectation.
So that will be one of the 40 townhouses.
Exactly.
Will be a showroom.
Will be a showroom.
Fully done.
Fully done, fully
Wow.
furnished, everything. And I think that will let the people understand what exactly they are buying.
That everybody will love to. And when is that ready?
And that is, we are going to have that there installed in March, approximately. That is our plan, yeah. The idea is then that people do not need to sign their PPC until approximately after April, May. So they have the opportunity to come by during Christmas or the spring period. If they come in March, even better, because then we have hopefully the show home. We can show it. They just can think about it, and they do not need to pay the 20% after. So I think it's a good timeline how we have organized it.
Wow, good. So PPC is private purchase contract for you guys. That means at that
20%.
time you will have the building license in place. We'll sign a contract with Mojo Legal helping you, and then they pay 20% plus 10% EVA on the 20%. And then
there's one installment of another 10% 3 months after.
Yes.
So that is around summer next year. And then with the rest, the 70% of the capital in total, you can wait until when you are getting the key, which is then spring, summer, the year after, in 2027.
It's very fast and very good.
And don't forget,
structure.
I say key, but we are trying to get some really intelligent, sustainable items in it. So, for example, we are studying at the moment if why cannot be the front doors maybe with a code. So we are really would like to have it as a smart home.
Let me put it that way. We will do that either way because we do that in Mojo Rentals.
Oh, that's good to know.
It's automatic code shifting and everything. So it's a smart home.
Okay.
Congratulations, Claudia. Thank you for coming, and we're looking forward to get this project started. That's it for now, guys. Contact Mojo as soon as possible because these 40 units, they will fly. Thank you.
Ya está, ¿no? Natural, ¿eh?
Yeah.
Somos
As I
naturales.
say, one take.